And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that time. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting group for San Francisco. Harrison Barnes is out there with George. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. And for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Fox in at the point guard position.
Here we go.
And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Now, here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is good.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Fox. Chamberlain with a screen on Fox. Outside, George. Over Johnson. Here's Chamberlain. Plays it up and banks it in.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now, here's Fox. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Barnes. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
Attacking is one thing, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
Fox passes to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Inside and taken away by Ellis. 3 on 3. Here's Barnes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Harrison Barnes at the line for one.
That's good from Barnes.
Harrison Barnes continues to be a consummate professional. Goes out and competes every night. Gives you everything he's got.
Left side Fox. To halt the run. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's George. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
His shot by Chamberlain, no good. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Chris Paul's checked in for San Antonio.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Pass to Chamberlain. over Wembanyama. San Francisco again missing. Spurs trail by 5. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Now Alvarado. Here's George over Johnson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Sohan, covered by Barnes. Sohan, the pass to Paul. No good that time. Excellent D there from George. San Francisco leading by 5. Barnes finds George. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
Vassell hits them both. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Well, when Harrison Barnes makes shots like that, confidence grows. He's feeling it. Teammates are going to start feeding off of that.
Ellis against Vassell. Wembanyama with it. Against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. George looking around. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Alvarado. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Spurs trail by 8. Paul passes to Vassell. They get it back. Wembanyama, no good. For San Francisco, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to George. And George with this stuff.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
San Antonio with the ball. San Francisco making their last shot. And here's Johnson outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
Here's Alvarado. To the middle and stolen by Wembanyama. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Back to George. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Vassell. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. A floater. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Here's Alvarado. Nothing on the board. And the Warriors miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Ellis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Spurs with some changes. Champagne's checked in, and Castle is subbed in for Vassell. Different look here for the Warriors. Arabia's checked in. Thompson comes in for George. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Ellis. And Ball subbed in for Jose Alvarado.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And here is Ball. Pass to LaRavia. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Paul with the ball. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Down low. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And he's able to get it back. Sohan with the ball. He has yet to score. Inside, Wembanyama. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Now the future Hall of Famer Chris Paul at it again.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 9-point game. Thompson in the corner. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
A shot by Champagnie, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Paul. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Pass to LaRavia. Missed the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Warriors leading by 9. 1:41 left in the first. A deep 3 from Thompson. Chamberlain against Wembanyama. With the fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. And they get it back. Paul's shot is off.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
On the wing, Thompson. Nice form on the 20-footer. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Totally reactionary, not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Thompson. Wembanyama high post. Chamberlain on him. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Warriors leading by 11. Thompson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope for three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Spurs shooting a lonely 30% to start this game. Here's Paul. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's San Francisco. They're up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other. And this game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Warriors shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Chamberlain a screen. Here's Kolek. Paul with the defensive effort.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count that bucket.
That's some classic Chris Paul in action, reading the floor and finding the opening.
Here's Kolek. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance it saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. There's a screen. Here's Vassell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson.
And, man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that length to get the call.
And that one falls for Vassell. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell hits them both. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Kolek. No scoring in this one. They kick out to Hield. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Paul. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Hield. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Vassell. To the inside. Here's Best. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's what Paul does best, giving his man a great scoring opportunity.
Pass to Hield. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Chamberlain.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Bassett. Now Vassell. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Pass to Castle. From deep. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Spurs trail by 9. Steps back and fires. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Vassell.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there. An efficient shooter off the dribble.
To the middle. Thompson gets it inside.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Castle, covered by Heel. Pass to Castle. To the inside. Here's Bassett. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Thompson in the corner. Here's Kolek. It's blocked. Here's Castle, covered by Heel. Pass to Castle. Vassell against Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 10 points in the quarter.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
Here's Kolek, still without a basket. San Francisco passing it around. Takes it from 10. The shot's good by Chamberlain. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Bassey. Chamberlain with the block. Pass to Thompson. Healed outside. Now, here's Chamberlain. The rebound by the Spurs. Castle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. With size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Paul. A 3 from Wembanyama. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Count it, and the San Francisco lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Johnson.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Vassell against George. Shoots over Vassell, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
A floater. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in this game. Fox passes to Vassell. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. George, no good. Vassell against Ellis. The wide open look here for Fox. Connects from three-point range. Fox has got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. Here's Kolek. Still yet to score. Pass to Laravia. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Castle. And they recover it. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Vassell against George. Pass to Laravia. Three-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Fox. Here's Castle, defended by George. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Castle misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Laravia. San Francisco passing it around. The rebound by Johnson. Spurs trail by 8. Up top, Vassell. He's guarded by Ellis. Over to the wing. Here's Fox. And it's sent back by George.
Always been a tight defender. George not slowing down with age. Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Baseline jumper. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Paul George with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Driving the lane. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Beyond the arc. Vassell, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Ellis, the pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. In the corner, George with it. Fox with the steal. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
George against Vassell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got 15 points.
Yeah, what a masterful performance from PG tonight, looking like the all-NBA guy he is.
Back to Fox. Five to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Fox. Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for the Warriors. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to George. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, Sohan. He's defended by Alvarado. So the pass to Vassell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 15 points in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
George, that's a two-pointer, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And it's San Francisco ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And
I've never seen that one. That's man, Greg Popovich.
Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys... And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Warriors.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third.
Wembanyama and Wilt neutralizing each other. The difference in teammates is stepping up for Team Chamberlain. Spurs got to get some better performance because Wembanyama is neutralizing Chamberlain. Got to give Wemby credit, man. He right there step for step with Chamberlain.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Warriors leading by 9. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Ellis is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Paul George. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Johnson kicks to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. And here is Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Fox dishes to Johnson. From beyond the arc. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 16th rebound on the night. Short. Baseline J on the way. Rebound San Antonio. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Lobbed up there for Fox. And stolen by Barnes. It's Ellis on the wing. Covered by Vassell. To the wing right side. San Francisco again missing.
You talk about things that
man, look at Wembanyama fight Wilt Chamberlain on the board.
3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And this is what
if the Spurs teammates can step up.
Looks like he just cannot be contained.
That's the thing. Chamberlain's teammates are so good defensively. It's hard to get a shot off against him one-on-one.
He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Ellis wide open. It's good from long range. Ellis has got the lead up to 12 now for San Francisco.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Up top, Fox. He's defended by Alvarado. Fox, no good. Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Shooting for the away team, Wilt Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw good from Chamberlain. Chamberlain hits them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks.
George showing the length and the lift to get to the mid-range.
Here's Fox. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Fox has got 9 points.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Outside, George. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Wembanyama. That misses off the backboard.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Oh, God, here's Sohan. I love this guy.
He misses the
he missed it. This dude, free throws. The lone one-handed free throw shooter. This dude shot puts the ball at the free throw line. It's amazing. I don't know how he does it.
He hits the
he
second
does.
on the line. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now Alvarado. Scoreless thus far.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Johnson wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Spurs. San Francisco leading by 11. Alvarado with it. To the paint. A steal. Here's Sohan. Chamberlain with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Warriors on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Inside. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Wembanyama has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. Johnson against George. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Man, Paul George going in the bag tonight, y'all. He looking like Paul George back in 2014. He going in the bag tonight. Damn. That looked like Tracy McGrady, man. Damn.
George has got 21 in the game.
Came into the league when the mid-range was popular. Game shifted to 3, and PG said, I could do that too.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Alvarado. Still scoreless. Down low. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, Paul George definitely had a chance to take that one himself, but he makes the smart play and a quick dish to a teammate.
Spurs trail by 11. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And stolen by Barnes. Inside. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Fox passes to Sohan. Ball's knocked loose. Vassell finds Sohan. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates.
Wembanyama needs some help, man. His teammates have got to step up here. They're in this game. They just got to get some help.
Now Alvarado. Pass to Barnes. San Francisco passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. He
oh, my God.
Down. Barnes has got 9.
He got free at the last second.
Spurs trail by 13. Now, here's Fox. He's got 9.
Oh, I'd say this San Francisco defense is tough.
And he gets the basket.
Oh, De'Aaron Fox.
For one more.
Wow. How did he get that shot to go?
That time gets contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make
that was sweet, man.
There's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them. They're locked in.
10-point game here. They wait to the third. Those guys are enjoying. Wembanyama and Wilt Chamberlain are battling.
With it. Nothing on the board.
Back in the Wilt. Wembanyama's on him. Old school versus new school. Wembanyama. Wemby. Doing what no one has done all season long. Stop Chamberlain in the post. 1-on-1. Wembanyama.
Wembanyama. Right side.
Wemby! Two-way play by Wemby.
We've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Barnes outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Barnes. George with the ball. Covered by Vassell. And that one's good, George.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Sohan. Up top Vassell. Tries it from 9. And another basket for San Antonio.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ellis outside. Here's Chamberlain. Defended by Wembanyama. Fade away. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell outside. 3-pointer Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts.
Wembanyama is carrying the load tonight, man. And Wilt Chamberlain cannot stop him. Wemby.
Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets
Wemby right now is getting the better of Chamberlain.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Maybe it's the in-season fatigue, I don't know. But right now, Wembanyama is telling Wilt Chamberlain, you can't do it.
To be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about.
You're not taking over this game tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Get some substitutions in here.
Free throw good from Chamberlain. So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Laravia's checked in. Klay Thompson comes in for George. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Ellis. And Ball subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And he can't hit the second.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Here's Laravia. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain. Laravia passes to Thompson. And that one drops. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
That's a shot Klay Thompson is very capable of making.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Fox against Ball. To the inside. It's picked off. Here's Fox. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. San Francisco leading by 11. Caldwell-Pope passes to Laravia. And that one, good. 10 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They set the pick. Here's Sohan. Hits it from 3-point range. Sohan's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson.
In that game against Milwaukee, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
First free throw is good. San Antonio making a switch here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Ball against Ball. Ball passes to Bassett. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Pass to Castle. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Ball dishes to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Chamberlain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. For San Francisco, they missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Vassell outside. No one near him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Vassell's got 21. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Johnson, the pass to Bassey. Here he goes. 2 points. That one goes. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got his first basket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And it's San Francisco sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Keldon Johnson. Paul out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Ball. Chamberlain kicks to Ball. From 11 feet away. San Antonio with the rebound. Ball outside. Johnson outside. Ball against Ball. Lock at 6 to the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
And some vintage CP3 there. Playing smart is a big part of it, folks.
Warriors leading by 12. Outside, Ball. At the top of the key, Thompson over Paul. The shot by Thompson, no good. And the Spurs with possession here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Ball against Paul. Pass to Thompson. And it's Ball in the corner. And there it is for him.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
Spurs trail by 12. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Chamberlain.
Number 12, Steven Adams.
San Francisco leading by 12. And here is Ball. Thompson outside. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. Pass to Adams. Caldwell Pope on the wing. A 3-ball. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming, and it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for San Antonio. He said it's definitely an ankle sprain and that he feels a throbbing pain. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. San Antonio making a switch here.
Substitution for your Spurs. Sohan. Castle.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Ball against Ball. Over Paul. Here's Adams over Wembanyama. San Francisco again missing. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Wembanyama, a screen on Ball. Was shot by Paul, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Offensive rebound, out to Thompson, fires the 3. No good on that one.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen. 3 on the clock. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 33 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Ball. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. Ball with the bucket.
Well, nice job by Lonzo, even contested. Kind of length is probably paying off in those situations.
Ball outside. Pass to Wembanyama. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here we go with Adams running it up the court.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Paul surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. No good on the shot.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Ball outside. Pass to Sohan. Right wing. Wembanyama against Adams. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Bullseye. Now just a 3-point San Francisco lead. Timeout, Warriors. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved defensive player of the year consideration in his rookie year.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. Man, Wembanyama has been
from a bottom 5 defense
inside, outside. Since Wilt went out, he's taking Adams off the dribble.
Is amazing.
Adams can't guard him. We all know that. Wemby know it. We gotta get Paul George back in the game. We gotta get Wilt back in the game. Wilt is gassed. He's been playing all season long to that injury. Need some defensive rebounding. I'm gonna stay with Caldwell Pope.
A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And
hope you guys are enjoying it. Please give it a like, subscription, hit the notification bell if you like what you see, guys, and share it with your friends. Man, this 1962 Wilt Chamberlain season continues to be good.
Now Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ball. Good work defensively by Fox. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Castle, defended by George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Ball, the pass to George. Chamberlain with a screen on Vassell. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Just seen these massive leaps from Paul George throughout his career, particularly as a playmaker.
Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-6 run. George against Vassell. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
We'd be lost on that pick and roll. We got everybody turned around on that one. Good play by San Antonio.
Guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Chamberlain against Wembanyama. Chamberlain down low. And the basket is good. Chamberlain got 28 points for the game. Spurs trail by 4. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich.
Man, oh man, what a shot by Chamberlain. Wembanyama all in his face at the buzzer. These two giants have just been. Let's take a quick look at the stats real quick. I normally don't do that, but this is special. Wemby got 35 and 24. Wilt got 28 and 25. So it has been Godzilla versus King Kong in the paint, y'all. God damn, what a matchup.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. On defense, the Warriors. Tipped away. To the left wing. Ball with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these
great defensive play by San Francisco. Lonzo Ball with the big 3. San Antonio can't answer.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Ball feeling it out a bit.
Mismatch.
Shot clock at 5.
Double team comes. Markbo open. Can he hit it, though? No, not a great shooter. That was a good double team by San Antonio. Markbo is not a shooter.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama left side.
Yeah, I told you, 3 and D players. This defense, this team defense. Chamberlain in the paint.
Chamberlain.
Can't hit.
George dishes
going right back to him.
Over Johnson. And Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Fox finds
blocked by Chamberlain. This team defense is monstrous. And here comes Markbo. Oh my God.
Finish it off. Beauty.
Now with KCP's improved scoring, defenders are taking note of him and leaving his teammates wide open.
Jonathan Markbo can't shoot, but he can do that. Dunk.
Shaking the majority of their shots. Here's Fox. Good work there.
Wilt couldn't get there fast enough.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
San Francisco lead by 9.
Fox all over ball. All over him.
Outside, ball. Outside, George.
ISO for George.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And
George in the bag.
He can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
Hitting a big shot late.
Fox against Ball. Lets it go from 11. Fox, no good. And San Francisco with
Chamberlain running. Wemby got back, though. Good job by Wemby.
Ball, the pass to George.
Double standard screen. Should be something to the basket. And does.
There's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Sweet little floater.
That high double stagger screen is hard to deal with them two big dudes, Mogbo and Chamberlain setting.
Three-pointer, Fox.
That's a bad shot by Fox. That's a horrible shot. You ain't need that.
The Warriors shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter.
That was hero ball right there.
Outside, George.
Chamberlain wants it.
Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there.
Good defense. Chamberlain, rebound Chamberlain. Man, these two are, man, what a battle. This is by far the best performance that anyone has had, bar none, against Chamberlain. But it's too sad his teammates didn't step up for Wemby. Wemby played amazing. It's the teammates, it's just the team Chamberlain's defensive unit has pretty much shut everybody else down, despite the heroics of Wembanyama.
That one is off.
Paul George stepped up big. The defensive Ball and Alvarado on the point guards. And then Kentavious Caldwell-Pope holding down the forwards. They may not score a lot, but this team can defend, man. That's the way they're built. This is what you would need, in my opinion, if you have Wilt Chamberlain in the modern era. This is how you would build around them. 3 and D players, guys that can get out and run and defend and shoot the three-point shot.
Every single season.
Because he'll take care of everything else. Rebounding, inside scoring, he'll take care of all that by himself.
10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players, looking back at the statistics from any given season, deserve to be the MVP
Fox.
for all defense.
Great defense.
I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Paul George open. Doesn't want that shot.
Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. Outside.
Chamberlain open. They missed him.
Puts it up from 12. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
Might be too late for Sen. No, it's too late. Game's over pretty much now.
He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Vassell.
Rebound Chamberlain.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And hold the ball. This one's over.
Now, here's Ball.
Show some class. We'll let the clock run out.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game.
Why not? Let him go there one more time. Wilt. Good D.
Chamberlain, no good.
Man, I can watch this.
So we see the Warriors get the win here.
Good D by Wemby.
Here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental?
They were right there. If San Antonio gets better performances out of their teammates of Wemby, they could beat this team.
Send it over to David Aldridge.
They just had a bad night tonight, team-wise.
Thanks, guys. Clay, this is a tough part of your schedule right now. How do you get ready for the next one?
It's tough, but, for me, I got fresh young legs, not playing heavy minutes, so I'm excited. And they got us in their place. But,
yeah, that must be Klay Thompson from, 2016.
Young guys never mind
2K.
playing again the next night. Thanks, Clay.
He need to change that update for Klay Thompson. Yeah, you got fresh young legs.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge.
Only thing fresh about Klay is his haircut.
Thank you for watching the NBA.
Your ass is old now, bro.
By 2K Sports. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Good game, though. Chamberlain in those highlights looked a lot more dominant than he was. In my opinion, even though Team Chamberlain won, in my opinion, I think Wemby outplayed Wilt tonight. Let's take a look at the comparisons. See, that's the difference. Team Chamberlain shot just a little bit better. A little bit better. The fast break points hurt. Look at that, 10 extra points in the open court. Look at that. San Antonio scored more points in the paint than Team Chamberlain. How about that? That's the first time we've seen that all season long. That is the first time. But look at the bench points. There's the story. San Francisco's bench, 36 points off the bench to San Antonio's 11. There's the story. There's the reason why you lost the game. You didn't get no contributions from the rest of your teammates. 11 points to their 36. It was pretty much even. Everything else is pretty much fairly even. It was a toss-up. These two, well, look at this. Wembanyama with 35 points and 27 rebounds. Chamberlain, 31 points and 29. So, yeah, he basically, in my opinion, he outplayed. Well, I don't know. Chamberlain had 6 blocks, though. You can't forget them 6 blocks. Wemby had 1 block, though. Chamberlain 6. And he had 4, and Wilt had 4 assists. And what's his plus minus? Wilt's plus minus is 21s. Wemby's was -9. So yeah, Wilt according to the metrics, Wilt outplayed him. But going from the eye test though, I thought Wemby got the better of him, in my opinion. It's just the teammates didn't step up. Going from the eye test, I mean the stats say otherwise, but the eye test told me that Wemby outplayed him. Paul George stepped up with 28 big points. 13 from 21. He went to the bag tonight, killing guys off the dribble. Let's take a look at Wembanyama's highlights, and Vasil for that matter, too. We'll show his as well. Let's go Vasil first. A lot of big shots he hit earlier in the first half, but he kind of slowed down in the second half. Wemby pretty much carried him in the second half. He pretty much scored the majority of all the points in the second half. De'Aaron Fox did next to nothing. He pretty much got took out of it by Alonzo Ball defensively. Let's see. Let's show Fox's. He had 17 points, but it wasn't really impactful. Let's show Wemby. Look at hitting that 3 ball on Wilt. Look at that. Taking Wilt inside, blocking Wilt's shot. Then he sped right past him and dunked. Another block. Wilt ain't in the game. He's not in the game at this point. Look at that shot. Oh, my goodness. Right over Wilt. See, that's why I'm saying by the eye test, he outplayed Wilt tonight, going by the eye test. I know the stats is going to say otherwise. The team got the win, but from individually, I think he showed that you can go at Wilt inside out the way I've been saying. If you take him outside and stretch him out and then make him have to move around, you can take advantage of his tendency to want to protect the basket. But you got to win the game. Like they say in football, you play to win the game. You play to win the game. Let's show Paul George. Paul George killing guys tonight. Look at that one. Just bam. Stopped and popped on him. Fade away. Another fade away from the elbow. 3-pointer. Good defense on Fox. I don't know. That's a circuit shot right there. Finger roll left hand off the glass. Rebound. All right, time for the dipper. I'll tell you one thing, too. This is the lowest amount of points that Chamberlain has scored all season long, too. This is the fewest Chamberlain has scored all season long. He's averaging like 49, 50 points. Look at that block. My goodness. He's averaging like 50 points on the season, but tonight he barely got 31. Because Wembanyama's defense, see, when Wemby goes out the game, he can lightweight kind of take over. When Wemby's in there, he had to struggle. 12 for 25 from the field, his lowest shooting percentage of the season. But Team Chamberlain wins it. Great game, though, by Wemby, man. Respect. Let's see who's up next now. If you guys are watching the earlier stream, I was highlighting that this is going to be a tough stretch because it's nothing but great big men we got. Just had Wemby. Now you got Karl Anthony Towns. Then you got Wemby again after this, and then you got Mobley and Allen in Cleveland, and then you get the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, they'll beat them. Let's be honest, they'll probably beat them. And then you got to deal with Gobert again, and then you got Chet Holmgren, and then after that you got Porzingis with Boston, and then I think Clint Capella still plays with them. I'm sure. And then you have their big man in Houston. Then you got Cleveland again. And then you got Siakam and Miles Turner. By the way, hashtag NBA Finals. I know some of y'all watching that. I'm finna turn the finals on myself right now. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough stretch for Wilt, man. It already has been. So next game coming up after this one's gonna be the New York Knicks. So the Warriors. Okay, we're being offered. No thanks. Decline that. So that's the next matchup, yo. Wilt ain't getting no nights off tonight, baby. You go from Wemby. Now you got Karl Anthony Towns, bro. like man, it just don't stop. I will say this though, the Josh Hart matchup is gonna be interesting. If Josh Hart gets matched up on Wilt Chamberlain up front, oh my God. They got Josh Hart playing power forward. He could very easily find himself matched up with Wilt Chamberlain on cross matches. So that'll be interesting. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring this string to an end. I humbly ask you guys if you like what you're seeing and you like hanging out with me and watching the content and these simulations I'm doing here as much as in other games that I play, give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And come on back and hang out with me later, man, when I do this. I'm getting ready to shut this off and probably turn on the NBA Finals and see what's going on with that. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Thanks for hanging out. Peace out. Take care.